What's going on, lads? Me again with another problem. Let me show you my wife's GL450. As you can see, it's sitting a little low in the front, okay, in the back. And funny thing, what happened, this is a newer compressor, supposedly OEM supplier, came with the OEM box and all that stuff right there. As you can see, I have experimented with a couple of different ones, but this piece blew out on the older one. It literally popped open, which is just around here. There you go, right? See it? There you go. So that guy, and it's full of these little balls to absorb moisture basically when the air is pumped in. So I replaced it, but it has a hard time pumping the passenger side of the car. And when I looked it up with my Auto, it says strut inoperable. Now these are not the smart struts. I'm not smart one, but there's some ones with a like sensors attached to them and all that stuff. This is not the one, it's just airbag and that's it. So that tells me that the problem is elsewhere. Also, when I leave the car, it tries to pump. It pumps for a while and then says malfunction, and it doesn't want to rise up anymore. And when the compressor is working, it's so between this passage here, there's an inlet and outlet inside. I don't have one open, unfortunately, through the rest of the parts because I was examining what it's supposed to look like. But around there's a O-ring in there. It's fairly big, it's about this big. And the previous one that I exchanged, the cheap version versus the more expensive one, both of them were leaking air in right where the two surfaces are meeting. That tells me that there's quite a bit of pressure, like a back pressure, and it cannot pump up. So my next suspicion is the valve right there. So this car has 169,000 miles, I think. Nothing major has gone bad on this car. I've kept with my old changes and everything. The only thing that I've replaced was when we even bought the car, the flap here for these two for the internal flaps. So these vacuum little valves or pumps, whatever they're called, are operated by this guy right there, and that's plastic on the original. So I replaced that before. I've replaced the secondary air injection pump. There's in the back like a cap that seals where the camshafts are. It's a plastic one that was leaking oil before, and then I've done the seals on the oil cooler here. That's pretty much. Oh well, actually, I've replaced the power steering reservoir with power steering line and the power steering rack 3 times. The first one, no, actually 2 times. The replacement that came out was terrible, and it was not working or not rebuilt properly, so I had to get a replacement, and that actually worked just fine. That was pain in the ass to replace. And then I worked on the headlights. These are the original headlights, as you can see, but I changed the lens, and while I was in there I changed these projector lights. Now this video will be dedicated, and hopefully this will fix my issue here. And let me show you the part that I've got. 1 second. Right, there you go. So Rapa, okay, is the original OEM supplier for Mercedes, made in Germany, okay, and quality shows itself, to be honest. So I got this from Auto House AZ, I believe. And it doesn't say that this will be a Rapa, it just says OEM manufacturer replacement part for it. And what I'm going to do is just use my own fittings that are already on the all the pipes in here, because I don't feel like redoing the whole damn thing again. So, and then I don't think they are leaking whatsoever, so I'm just gonna remove these that have been supplied to me and one by one replace them in order. Hopefully that will fix the issue, because obviously, again, this is not the smart version of the strut, so it doesn't tell me if there's a fault with the strut or fault with the valve body kind of a thing. But I believe the compressor is working excessively trying to pump it, but it doesn't work and it stops, and it seems like there's quite a bit of back pressure, and there's air leakage between, actually, here in this seal. No matter how much you tighten it, it does leak quite a bit. You can feel it and hear it. So that tells me that possibly the passenger, well, definitely the passenger side, maybe even the driver's side, a little bit sick, I guess. No, I'm just, they're not working, because I think because of that. Also, my friend Todd from Atlanta Benz, he also confirmed that this most likely is the issue. So we're gonna proceed, and what I want to show you here, how easy it is to remove the bumper. Let me get my trusty light here for a second. So you got, if anyone has done this or they just want to know, so you got two of these in here. I don't know the name of it. One on each side. 10 mil in here, 10 mil in here. Underneath you got I just removed one 10 mil here. That one is right there. All right, so on the bottom, obviously some stuff have been removed already from underneath, and here I can show you. You have a bracket. Let me find it. Where is it? Oh dang, right in my face. It's this bracket here, okay? It goes all the way along, yeah? So there is a Torx 25 that goes right there, and once that is done, you can simply, hold on, let me get the lights, better light for you guys, 1 second. There you go. And see how it goes down there. All right, so it attaches, there is one attachment point, and this is the second one. Here we just pry out on it like that, as you can see. Okay, and if I can zoom in for you, right there, it's where the fender and bumper meets together. The bracket looks like this, slides in, locks in place, and both go through it. Then simply, don't worry about this one. This one will simply push out. As you can see, it's already starting to separate. I have not removed these guys, but now that I explain you how it's done, I'm gonna remove it and give you a shot of the valve body that it's right there. All right, bumper is out, super easy. It actually holds here. After remove those two tents, you can pry out on each side and wiggle it out. Once it's wiggled out, just pry on this and it will come out. Also, you will have two, yes, I'm rocking the chunkless with socks today. Yep, so you're gonna have two power lines here and sensor lines and all that stuff for the front, and the temperature sensor as well. So you can set the bumper on the floor and disconnect these. They have plenty of slack, as you can see. So here's what the throttle body, I'm not the throttle body, dang it. Oh no, I have to remove the compressor, because it seems like the bolts are on this bracket for the compressor. So yeah, that's, at least that's easy. All right, I'm gonna remove the compressor, and that is done by removing two connections the outlet, 1, 2, and 3 bolts, and that comes out super easy. It seems like the bolts are right there. I can almost see them, right? So I will remove it and then we'll go from there. All right, with the two, oh damn, that flicker is terrible. Oh, from here, maybe. Anyway, so you guys can see the valve. It's pretty straightforward. All right, and you don't need me to walk you through this. These are probably 10s. This one looking is like 12, the inlets, and I will one by one. They're also color coded for dummies, which is actually pretty nice. So you don't even have to remember. But if your, I guess, color has faded, sure. So you don't need me to show you this part. I will show you when it's done. All right, it's in. The only thing I did was actually borrowed the O-rings that come out of these new fittings. These are the old ones. And what I did was, when I start unscrewing that, these are number 10, like I said. Okay, and the back one is 12. The inlet is 12. So as soon as it starts hissing, because there's air in all 4 corners, as soon as it starts hissing, I use my fingers to unscrew it really quick and then put my thumb to cap it. With the other hand, I already had my seal prepared, taken out from these guys. Then I just use the pick to remove the seal from the old one, and then inserted the new one as quickly as possible, and then turn by hand until it stopped. I didn't tie it down all the way. Did the exactly same thing for everything. Even this one is a little bit loose, right? Because I just want to make sure when I put this in and put the valve body in its place, these naturally naturally come to this resting spot. Now they're not, tightened in a forcibly, let's say, 20 degrees different than what they used to be, because this is now fairly hard, so it's not flexible pipe. So I wanted them to come exactly where they were before. That being said, put back this guy in. As you can see, the car did lower quite a bit. It looks actually pretty cool in a way. Maybe in the future we'll do lower railings, not as aggressive, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let me button this up, put this guy back in, start the car, and we'll monitor and see what happens. Okay, so perfectly went back in its place. I did bring in the actually, before I forget, the old seals are perfectly good. They still have their own even lubricant they applied back in 2010, right? I can feel the lubricants, and they're very nice and flexible. They're not degrading, they're not sticky, they're not hard. Everything is good. So you could, after 100, gosh, what did I say, 160, well, let's take a look at when we go start it up. Hopefully this will be 159,000 miles. So there we go. Let's turn the wheel straight. Okay. It's gonna take a while for this to pump, but I can see the right side is already moving up quite fast. The entire front, I don't know if you can see it. I see the back moving a little bit. The back is now going up, now the front a little bit, and it's pumping quite fast, which is good. This compressor is just a tiny bit loud, but it does pump really fast. The reason why I put the bumper and connected it, because of the temperature sensor, the ambient temperature sensor, and if that is unplugged once or twice, it will throw a check engine light. Alright, let me see, did that arrow out? Please don't. Oh, no errors, just for a fog light, because I have it removed. Okay, it is settling down. You hear the valve body doing its thing. Nice. All right, well, I think that is job well done. Now the next pain in the booty is this. See, they're not even matching properly, and I think I've installed one of the low beam, what is it called, projector light, wrong. It's supposed to be the other way. So, and I got the light beam, I mean the projector beam with that honeycomb. The other one, the high beam, is good. Actually, I looked them up. They're pretty good where they are, and I think on both of them I made a mistake, so I'm gonna open it once again and then see if we can get to this nice perfect light. Also, I would like to point out that there you go. I would like to point out the temperature on the compressor before. It was freaking hot. I mean, you can't even touch it after running like 10 seconds. It was getting really hot. And right now, completely fine. And also, I had it very tight before, and now I left some of these screws just a little bit lower, not all the way up, so this one has room to move. You don't want to transfer the vibration through the car because you had it too tight, and that's what I had it before. I learned my lesson, and just want to give you guys some of that precious information. All right, I said this is more like it. Yeah, so maybe I should leave it like that. It looks super cool. Anyway, I'm gonna be closing these. Dang it, I'm gonna be closing these, but not before I change these bulbs. I'll go get some because they're in a really terrible place, and I don't want to deal with those, so might as well spend a few bucks and put them on now. I don't know why there's a flicker on this one. Oh no, there's flicker on both, or maybe that's just the camera. I'm not sure. Focus. There you go. Alright, that should do it. So now I need to find the measurements and see where this line is supposed to be, and I would go at night obviously and set those up as well if needed, obviously. All right, see ya, bye.